Hello, it's Wednesday, and we're reading Geronimo Stilton, The Journey Through Time. Again, because we're not done it. So, you remember last time, the gang is trying to escape the pharaoh called Ramesses. And they get on a boat, and the boat starts to sink with crocodiles in the water. And the last thing is the boat is almost sunk. Let's see what happens. Oh, not there. We've just read that. Oh, here we go. A moment later, I found myself in the muddy waters of the Nile. I fumbled and thrashed, trying to keep my snout above water, but my soaked linen garment was pulling me down. "Cross the seas, cards!" I heard my cousin grumble. "Now I've missed dinner too!" In the light of the full moon, I saw lots of shiny dots shimmering in the dark. Trembling, I realized they were crocodile eyes. "Crocs!" I yelled to my friends. "Swim!" With the crocodiles nipping at our tails, we swam towards the shore. Snip, snip, snap! One of the crocodiles bit Trap on the tail. "Ouch, ouch, ouchie!" Trap yelled. He grabbed the oar and waved it at the crocodile. The crocodile snapped at Trap. Trap poked the crocodile with the oar and began to sing. stay back, you crusty old croc. You smell like a pair of 3-day-old socks. Your sickening smell is worse than your bite. So go away, Scram, get out of sight." Luckily, we made it to shore. The moonlight illuminated the white beach, and the thick papyrus growing along the shore swayed in the night breeze. Suddenly, I saw a shadow among the papyrus frauds, and something hit me on the head. Boink! Ouch, 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 what a blow! What a whack! What a wallop! As I passed out, I heard Trap grumbling in the background. "Geronimo is always the same," he said. "He'll do anything to get attention. There he goes, fainting again." A few seconds later, I came to. A tiny figure stood in front of me. It was a little mouse, about the same age as Benjamin. She had a shaved head, except for a thick braid that was decorated with a little painted wooden ball. She wore an antelope skin that was tied to her waist by a braided leather belt.
"Are you still alive?"
she squeaked anxiously.
"I'm so sorry I hit you with my throwing stick."
Professor Von Volt was scribbling notes. Interesting," he mused. "This Egyptian throwing stick is identical to the boomerang used by Australian Aboriginals." The little mouse told us her name was Ririrat. She took us to the mud hut where her parents welcomed us warmly. Pa Rat invited us to stay. "No one in my village will ever go through the night hungry," he said, using an ancient Egypt proverb. It's about time we had something to eat," Trap announced as he patted his belly and licked his lips. The family offered us everything they had with a smile. Dried fish, fresh cucumbers, fava beans with garlic, barley cakes made with sesame oil, goat cheese, and ripe, juicy figs. We saw in a circle on woven mats and sat down and ate the food with our paws. After we ate, the adult mice played Senet, while Benjamin and Ririrat played with a toy maze. Even though we were in the mud hut, start this paragraph again. After we ate, the adult mice played Senet, while Benjamin and Ririrat played with a toy maze. Even though we were in a mud hut lit by an oil lamp almost 3,300 years in the past, it was the best night of my life. The food was simple and delicious, and it was offered with warmth and generosity. We chatted about many things and made the most of the peaceful, relaxing evening. I turned to our hosts. "Friends, tomorrow I must secretly return to Giza," I told them. "We've escaped our captors, but we need to complete our mission." Benjamin looked sad about leaving. "The memory of the charming night will live in our hearts forever," I assured everyone. Even though we were very different from Riri Rat and her family, we were united by friendship. It was comforting to know that no matter how far we had traveled through time, we had found true friends who had warmed our hearts with their hospitality. There is no greater gift than friendship. That night, we slept on pallets made of dried grass. At dawn, we went down to the river with Pa Rat and helped him bring in the night's catch, a net full of fish. We explained to him that we had to quickly return to Memphis and from there travel back to Giza. We also told him no one was to know of our plans. If Ramesses or Mouseketop found us, we would be in big trouble. Pa Rat put his paw over his heart. "You have my word of honor," he squeaked. "I will be as silent as an obelisk. But you'll need a guide." Suddenly, a small chubby fisherman appeared from behind the dune. He had a sly look on his snout. "Uh-oh," Pa Rat whispered. "That's Chatty Al-Musi, the town gossip." Chatty cleared his throat. He said, "Pardon me, but I was just passing by when I heard you need a guide. My brother's cousins, uncles, maids, niece, scribes, sisters, and Balmer's grandfather is the tourist guide in Memphis. His name is Babiot. You'll find him at the port, the Mummy's Cafe. I'll send him a carrier pigeon to let him know you're coming." Since we didn't have any options, we agreed. Pa Rat helped build the boat. We would glide up the Nile to Memphis. Just as we were about to leave, Riri Rat gave Benjamin her throwing stick.
"It's the most valuable thing I have," she told him. "That's why I want to give it to you. I wish you a peaceful and safe journey."
She kissed him sweetly on the cheek. Benjamin's snout turned purple with embarrassment. He's a shy mouse, just like me. We boarded the boat and waved goodbye. The boat slowly glided on the river. After a few hours, the current began to whirl, and we were getting closer and closer to the rapids. The boat began to pick up speed. We should slow down." "Oh, we should slow down," I yelled to Trap. "No way," Trap replied. "You're such a scaredy mouse. Now comes the fun part." He steered the boat right into the rapids. "Whee!" he shouted. As I was tossed up and down, up and down, up and down among the waves, panic took hold of me. I grabbed the sides of the boat. Suddenly, a branch fell off a tree near the shore. It hit me on the head. Boink! Ouch! What a blow! What a whack! What a wallop! As I passed out, I heard Trap grumbling in the background. "Geronimo is always the same," he said. "He'll do anything to get attention. Look, he fainted again." The evening of the second day, we arrived in Memphis. We tied up the boat right near the entrance of the port. Then we quickly made our way to the Mummy's Cafe. When we entered, a short, skinny, bald rat greeted us. He shouted loudly, "Hey there!" he said. "Are you the ones who want to go to Giza?" The professor tried to quiet him. "Shh! Please speak softly, or we'll be discovered." "Discovered?" he shouted back, louder than before.
Discover what? Is there a secret? A very secret? Is there?
We ushered him to the quiet table in the back of the cafe, hoping no one had heard him.
My name is Babio,
he introduced himself.
It means brain lice of the desert. But I have other names too, like Kayakiram, which means my tongue is longer than a horned viper. I'm also known as Mumpuz, which means my paws stink worse than the rotting mummy, as well as Aten Owlet, or my breath is fouler than a garlic-eating jackal.
Professor Von Volt took a step backwards. The guide truly had stinky breath.
Can we get going?
Thea asked.
We're in a hurry to get to Giza. Don't you want to first go to the beautiful cruise down the Nile?
The guide asked us.
No, thank you,
Benjamin replied.
We want to go to Giza. You could visit the tomb of the king.
Maybe next time, Thea replied patiently.
We want to go to Giza.
Want to see the temple of Ptah?
There's a golden statue of Seti the First, our pharaoh's dad.
No, Trap replied in frustration. We want to go to Giza. Giza, Giza.
Oh, you want to go to Giza?
The guide asked.
Why didn't you just say so? All right, let's go to Giza. Then...
But...
I don't know what you wanting to see there. There is only pyramids and a sphinx in Giza. But if that's what you want to go, I'll take you. Mummified mozzarella. You only had to say so.
Till next week, we'll see what happens. Thank you.